Yeah, it's your boy Chad Rob. We back, baby. Episode 9. I am who I am. Hashtag I am who I am. The podcast. Catch us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Play, and of course right here on YouTube. Been a interesting week for your boy. Whenever you start working on something and you start making progress, it seems like everything that could go wrong goes wrong. Now all of a sudden the job expecting more of my time and energy. I'm a gym rat, a gym addict. So I can't let it go. Just everything, sports starting for all my kids. We got the two little ones. They're in swimming, tennis. We just started basketball. The baby's in track, and then my oldest is in soccer. So this time of the year, and then she's in track as well. So this time of the year is just hectic. So just to be here to get this podcast in is awesome achievement. And that'll lead kind of segue into kind of what I want to talk about first is being consistent. Consistency is something that is, the older I'm getting, the more I'm learning it's just a behavior. You know what I mean? Like you're going to do, like, for example, the gym for me is consistency. I know at, 4:30 a.m. I'm going to get up. I'm going to take a sip of coffee or pre-workout, depending on the time of the year. And I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to kill it till it's time to go clock in, you know what I mean? So that's consistency behavior. But I'm learning too, consistency has a lot to do with what you want to do. So, when I'm on the job, I scratch that. When I used to be in a sales atmosphere, consistency was my check. So I knew I had to do X amount of behaviors to make X amount of dollars. Well, now I'm not in a sales job, but I still have that same kind of work ethic. So consistency is the same, whatever is put on me, I will try to perform at the best of my abilities. But for some reason with this YouTube or with anything besides those things, I can't find the way to be inspired to be consistent. That's why it means so much to me to be here today talking to you on this podcast, because I said I would do it every week, and here we are, episode 9, getting it in. So everybody out there, just be consistent, man. Just do what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Don't set crazy goals that can't be accomplished. Like, I'm just going to eat lettuce and tomatoes 450 days. And then, just set realistic goals, or realistic behaviors. That way you can be consistent and maybe achieve your goal, your end goal, which is nuts, because I remember when I was in a leadership position, I would teach, hey, just do the same thing over and over and over again. Now I'm in a leadership position over myself, and it's hard to get motivated to do this. And everybody knows about that YouTube grind. I mean, you put your all into something, you work hard, and you hope that just people can get into it and watch it and love it as much as you do, or, at least kind of just tune in, critique you. Maybe they don't love it. Maybe they got something to say to you. So, just be consistent, do what you say you're going to do. In sports, I know y'all see them Lakers. I knew Dwight Howard was still a beast. I knew he had a lot of gas in the tank still. And especially with him not being expected to play, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, he is able to really shine. And now that he's gotten that whole I need to score 30 mindset out, and can finally understand his role on this team is to, get 10 boards, couple blocks, 10 points. That's what we need. 10 to 12, 10 to 15, but 10 points, 10 boards, couple blocks. That's all we need from you, and he's excelled in that because he's getting 15 boards, 15 points. You hear me? So, and then mixed with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis still has not hit his stride. And I know here on this podcast and on my YouTube channel, I've called him Mr. Glass. And I like the way that he's playing through minor nicks and injuries. And I'm thinking I'm starting to see why he calls himself injured, because I've noticed if he has any type of pain, his shot suffers or his inside game. But now, he seems to be playing with like that kind of chip on his shoulder. I don't know if LeBron James is rubbing off on him or what the deal is, but he seems to be playing with a whole nother effort as far as, grown man behavior out there. And then the King, hey, you ain't got to say much about the King. The King gonna be the King. He's letting everybody know out there that he still got it. And I don't know that he's even trying to say that he's the best player in the league. I don't think Kawhi Leonard is. I don't think Kawhi Leonard's the best player in the league. I think Kawhi Leonard is a defensive monster, which puts his team in position to win. And him and Paul George together, it's going to be a tough matchup. I think it'll go 7 games between them and the Lakers. But with me saying that, I just don't know that Kawhi Leonard is as good of a basketball player as a LeBron James or even a Kevin Durant, or even an AD. But Kawhi knows how to play his role very well. And he's able to elevate his role. If they need him to score, he can score. If they need him to D up, he can D up. So it's going to be a great basketball season. My Bears, they looking pitiful. They won today against Detroit. Hallelujah. But Detroit, Matt Stafford was out. So, is that really, what it is? I saw Matt Trubisky had like 175 and 3 touchdowns. Come on, 175 yards. I didn't watch the game. I haven't been watching much football this year. I kind of cut it off. My Florida State boys, they look slow. My Bears just fell off a cliff, so football hadn't been inspiring. So I've been watching more basketball. And it's kind of my thing right now. So it's November, and as you can see, the beard starts back in November. I start trying to grow it out a little bit. And I've heard of No Shave November, but here recently I've been introduced to No Nut November. Hey, I don't know what that is. And this is geared towards the youngsters, right? Because it's got to be y'all that's came up with this. Do y'all have access to that much stuff that y'all got to take a month off? What's going on? I've seen videos popping up on my YouTube thing talking about retention, talking about semen retention and this. What are y'all talking about out here? Back in my day, man, in my day, we when I was out here in the field, man, we macked them down and we got what we could all the time. All the time. It was never an off time unless, it's forced up on us. Y'all youngsters, man, y'all got, and I can tell y'all got access to it because every time I turn on the internet, they necking on there, all of them. I'm talking about gals, you know what I'm saying? And they necking on there, but I just don't understand the whole November concept. I don't get it, man. Please feel free to comment and let me know what the deal is with it. Does it help your health? I'm a lot more energetic and happy and ready to do something. I'm inspired if I'm shooting off. You hear me? So it's crazy, man, that's even a thing. And it's got to be these youngsters, because like I said, y'all got access to so much. Back in my day, you see a gal, she get up, she stand up, the jeans kind of slide down. You see a little side piece of the drawers. You know what I'm saying? You see that, you getting excited. You like, woo, she the truth. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. Y'all seeing just everything on every website all the time. Even PG websites, y'all getting a whole rated R mature experience. So I get it, kinda. But yeah, talk to your boy. Talk to an old head out here, young fellas. Is it that intense out here for y'all that y'all need to take a month off, man? For real, because I would not be participating in that. I'll do no shave, and I just do no winter shave. It ain't about November. That's just when I usually start it. But Yeah, y'all can have that No Nut November. I will not be participating. Um, and on that same note, I I saw a video today. I can't think of the guy's name. It's not Yo Elliott. It's what is his name? It doesn't matter. But anyway, Alicia Keys is basically on the internet talking about her son, how she takes him to a nail salon, and he says he wants to get rainbow colors on his nails. And she says, "Oh yeah, go ahead." And I'll play the video on YouTube. You'll probably be able to see a little clip. I played just a little clip.
Today I went to the nail salon with Genesis. He's in the chair and he's like, "I want rainbow." So he tells the lady that he wants rainbow colors on his nails. And she brings all these colors and she paints each nail a different color. And after he painted his nails, he looked at me and said, "Mommy, I don't want this on my nails." And I was like, "Why? You were so sure you're good." And he was like, "People are not gonna like it." Can you believe this? 4 years old. He's 4 and he already understands the concept that someone's going to judge him because he chose rainbow color on his nails. And I told him, why? Nobody's going to judge it. They're going to love it. It's so cool. Like, look how creative you are. Look how amazing you had this idea. Stick with it. You chose it. You liked it. You do it. Who cares what anybody else says? And so I said, plus, a lot of guys paint their nails. This is not like some strange thing that you only do. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, so many. And that made him feel better. But it just got me to thinking how completely judged we are all the time. The way I see it is that there is masculine and there's feminine energies inside of us all, and that's period. That's just how it is. And it gets concerning to me that we can't just explore these different sides of ourselves, these different energies that are within us. And even for me, myself, I oftentimes express the masculine energy that's inside of me. And it's very natural to me. That's how I feel. And all the time, if that happens, there's the judgments and there's the stereotypes and all these judgments and all these rules and stereotypes and vibes. And it's really frustrating to me. I'm actually really, really frustrated about it. And I ask myself, why is that? Like, why can't we just express the different energies that are inside us? This is a very normal, ancient, powerful, spiritual understanding that we all have masculine and feminine energies, and we should be able to explore and express them however we want to. What do you think? That was my rant. It's a major rant.
So basically, she's saying, go ahead, get the rainbow colors. That's what you want. And the kid, after he gets them, he's like, hey, he's having second thoughts. He looks at him. He looks at his nails, and he's like, hey, it's not what I thought it would be. So in my mind, and I'm just, as an outside looking in, I'm thinking the kid thinking Iron Man, Captain America, Superman. He's thinking superhero rainbow colors. You know what I mean? I don't think he's thinking rainbow like the alphabet. You hear me? So he sees them and he automatically has kind of regret is the word. Regret. He has regret. And he's like, hey, Mom, I'm not really feeling this. Maybe we should take him off. I'm just going off what she said. I wasn't there, so I don't know. I'm just going off what she said on the internet. And she's like, well, no, baby, you made that choice. Stick with it. And hold on, I'll go in there and say, no, I'll go in there now. You make a choice, stick with it. I get it. I just talked about consistency earlier. I get it. You make a choice, stick with it when you're talking about behaviors. When you're talking about something like your grind, like your focus, like you're gonna work out every day so you can make the basketball team, or you're gonna get your grades up, or you're gonna just do what you say you're gonna do. I get it. Yeah, you say you do something, do it. Be a man of your word. True. But some choices you might have made the wrong one sometimes, right? And I get a parent even saying, if a kid wants rainbow colors, I get them being like, go ahead, because at that age, that's not I'm just gonna say it. That's not gay behavior to me. And at that age, at 4 years old, that's not gay behavior. That's a kid that like a lot of colors and want to show them on his hands. But after he looks at them, he sees, he's like, hey, look, this don't look like what I thought it would. It seems kind of gay. The kid don't say it, but I'm thinking as the kid, and I'm giving my own personal opinion, he's thinking this is gay, right? And she's like, no, all kind of men do paint their nails. All men do this. It's all kind of men that paint their nails. I mean, I get it. Yes, that is correct. Probably so. I would say there's more men today than when I was a kid that paint their nails. That is true. Colors. And I get it. You want to have nice hands and nails as a man. That's why I'm not opposed to a woman taking her son into a nail salon. Teach him about manicures, having clean hands, pretty hands. I used to have pretty hands in my day. Pulled a lot of women because of it. Yeah, man. But you do not. I guess what I'm trying to say is, just like it's okay to be gay, it's okay not to be gay. So hear me out. Just like it's okay to be gay, it's okay not to be gay. And all that means is we don't have to force, let's just quit forcing these behaviors on our youth. Like, the kid obviously saw a reason that this wasn't right. You as the parent should say, you right, baby. If you don't like that, let's change it up. What are you thinking? Your dad normally does clear on his nails. Let's try clear. Give the kid some guidance. Let's not let 4-year-olds make choices for themselves and make them live with those choices forever. A kid will change their mind. They're 4. They're going to change their mind in the future. All you can show them is the right way to go. I get you letting them try whatever they want to try. I kind of understand that even. But at the end of the day, once they come to you with remorse or regret or whatever the word is, say, hey, well, your dad, when he comes to the nail salon with me, he gets clear. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't, maybe Swiss Beats gets rainbow colors. Who knows? I don't know what Swiss Beats do. Never mind. But I don't know what the daddy does. But that's your chance to give your son an out. Not to encourage feminine behavior. I know you're saying feminine behavior is, you believe in men and women both have masculine and feminine behavior. I get that. And they do. I feel feminine some days. Some days I just want a woman to tell me how real I am and do some stuff for me. That's like I would do to them. You know what I'm saying? I want to be courted. You know what I'm saying? I feel you on that. I guess that's true. But at the same time, this is a growing boy that will be a man. And now he's going to take his son into a nail salon and paint his nails rainbow colors and say, no, it's okay. Look at my hands. If he even has a kid, because he may not be able to reproduce, because he may choose a different way and be stuck in that behavior. But think back to this conversation and say, hey, well, everybody does it. So why can't I? But that's all I'm really going to say on that. I just know it's okay to go either way. You can keep promotion and pushing down our throat this whole, same sex stuff on TV everywhere. But let's just 50-50 it up. Let's show some old school behaviors. A man and a woman holding hands, or a man pursuing a woman. Them type movies. You know what I'm saying? Like even Gillette out here, a while back doing just like talking about how toxic it is to pursue an attractive woman, like catcalling. And I may not agree with catcalling, but you gotta shoot your shot. But anyway, last thing for this episode 9, baby. I Am Who I Am, the podcast. So a man, I gotta pull it up. So a man gets a life sentence. He's he's sentenced to death, right? He's like, if when he, basically when he died, he's sentenced to life in prison. To life in prison, right? So he dies in prison, right? He's dead, flatlines. He's dead. But then check it out. He lives though. He gets revived, but he flatlines. He's considered dead. He's revived, and now the man's like, "Hey, I fulfilled, I fulfilled my sentence, right? I fulfilled my life sentence. I died, because it was a kidney issue, septic poison. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what happens is he dies. He gets to the hold on. He's unconscious. He arrives at the hospital, but doctors worked to save his life and succeeded. So because he was momentarily dead at the hospital, he fulfilled his life sentence and should be freed immediately. I'm with him, right? He did. He fulfilled his life sentence. He died. Let the man go. He was dead. He flatlined. He was dead. Like, I know that sounds like a crazy loophole, and I hope he has a family with a little money, because I think a really good lawyer could beat this case. Because if he's at the hospital and he's pronounced dead, but somehow the doctor gets him resuscitated, revived, free my man. Free my man. I don't know who he is. They don't say his name. Do they say his name on here? Nah, they don't really say his name. But they don't really say his name on here. But yeah, free my man. Free my man. But anyway, on that note, check it out. I'll put a link to the article in the description box, so you can check it out. It's it's in Des Moines, Iowa, where this happened. And check it out. I thought it was an interesting story. And free him though. Free whoever he is. He fulfilled his life sentence. But anyway, on that note, I'm a check on out of here. Leave y'all with that. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. I enjoyed doing that. I enjoy getting on here weekly and talking to you people, and getting a couple of my views and what I believe on some topics out there. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please comment, like, hate, whatever you want to do. Just give me some feedback. Let me know if I'm doing something that's worth your time and mine as well. But on that note, it's iAMWHOiAM, the podcast. This is episode 9. And I will be back, and we out this thing. Yeah.